I left something in the house.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Going with their tight end on 4th. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Pacheco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, Cunningham buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Cunningham to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Woods. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. About the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Gonna need.
He is open, or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. second down. Here's Henry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick at the 5. And makes it across the 20. Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Cunningham. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Henry up the middle. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
William Golston in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing.
He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cunningham looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open.
Derrick Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on.
You can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run with Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run for it with Henry, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. On first down, it's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started from the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half.
To try again after the sack. Herbert flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And Mahomes misfires again, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
Felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On the ground, this time it's Henry. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They hand this one to Gronk, and he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Henry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Good shot.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that is incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the A.J. Dillon, 15 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff there.
Shelf material. Henry again on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. On second down, here's Henry.